Hey guys, welcome to a really special Scuderia car parts video. Today we're having a look at this customer's Audi R8 V10 Plus. This is the first of the new shape that we've filmed, and we're going to have a listen to the system before and after, obviously, and we'll walk you through it. The more keen observers amongst you may well have noticed that this is in fact a Decennium R8 V10 Plus. If we have a look at the door, you'll notice that in the door shuts, we've got this Decennium badge. So this is one of 10, I believe, and the customer's showing me. If you have a look here, you can actually see that the door shuts have the light that drops down, tells you the car's number, and it signifies that this is the Decennium edition. This came with the Daytona grey satin paint as standard. I think it was one of those cars that came spec'd, if that makes sense. I believe, and I might well be wrong, but I think there were only 10 of these built. Maybe that was 10 for the UK or 10 globally, but either way, this is an incredibly special car for us to have got our hands on. These wheels as well, it's a really unusual colour. It's almost like a greyed bronze. It's really stunning anyway. It's very unusual. This customer has opted for an exhaust for one key reason. Now, this European spec version of this facelifted V8, or sorry, R8 V10, has the OPF for the first time. So this is the first of the R8s with the V10 engine that has the auto particulate filter. The car is also mapped in such a way that at idle you cannot, in neutral you cannot rev it above 3,000 RPM. So really you need to do anything you can to get a bit of volume out of it. So I think the first thing we'll do is we will walk past all of the stuff that we've stripped off the car, and we'll go and have a look at the original back box. So this is the original back box. What I'll do is I'll give you a hand for scale. The thing is gigantic. And if we have a look, we can see that the exhaust gases come into those inlets there, and the valve apparatus on the standard one is only on the outer exhaust tip, the slightly larger one. What this means is the exhaust gases go in here, they go through the silencing section the entire time, and they are usually emitted out of this exhaust tip. However, when the valves open, it then allows you to have two channels that the exhaust exits through. The car sounds fantastic as standard, but as I said, because this is the first one with the OPF, it means that it's kind of throttled. If you have a listen to the US spec of this car, they opted to not go for the OPF as it wasn't a mandated requirement. Whereas to meet whichever Euro emission standard, is it Euro 6 that we're on now, you had to have the auto particulate filter. So you've seen how big it is in comparison to my hand. We now understand how this works. What we'll do is we'll go over and we will have a look at the back box from Capristo. It's about the size of my hand. It is literally about the size of my hand. So that gives you some idea as to the difference in volume that we're going to experience. So what I'll do now is I'll walk you through how the exhaust works. We can see that the valve apparatus is here. So what that means is the exhaust gases come in through here. And when the valve is closed, it prevents the exhaust gases from going around there. See if there's a better angle for me to show you. Yeah, so they come in here, they go around that tube, they hit this valve, which means it cannot travel any further downstream. So the gases are rerouted up here into the silencer. They're silenced, it will cross over. It will then come out of this pipe here, go beyond where the valve is installed, come around, and then come out the back of the car. So that is when the valves are closed, and that's when you are on the quiet mode. The loud mode, however, is completely different to that exhaust there, because as we saw, it only ever goes through the silencer. There is no way to bypass it with the standard system. With this exhaust, however, the exhaust gases come in here, they go around there, through the valve, and then out the back. It is a direct exit exhaust. What this really helps to do is open the car up. There's no other way to describe it. This car will sound absolutely ludicrous when it's done. There's very few things in the world like a V10 engine that is directly exiting the car post-cats, obviously, because when you start getting into decatting a car, it will then throw out engine lights, which means you have to remap the car, and typically warranties don't tend to like remaps of the ECU, whereas with this it's a bolt-on, and that means that there is no danger of invalidating any part of your warranty. You'll simply lose warranty on the part that you've replaced, i.e. the exhaust. If the exhaust breaks, you can't go to Audi and go, guys, I want you to fix my Capristo unit. They will go, mate, we didn't make it, which is fair enough. So there's no danger of invalidating that. However, we and Capristo offer a lifetime warranty on all of our exhausts. So if you buy one of these, we will repair it down the line. That warranty is only available to the original purchaser, but say this customer keeps his car for 20 years and in 15 years time something goes wrong, he'll give me a shout and we'll work together to resolve it. So now what we'll do is we'll cut to a video that one of the techs took of the car before it had the exhaust installed, and then we will have a listen to what it sounds like afterwards. But we are very, very excited to be sharing this with you, and I'm sure it will be the first of many. So this is now done, but we do need to qualify this with the fact that the car comes with a rev limiter at 3000 RPM. So what that means is at idle, the car will not go over 3000 RPM. So there's only so much we can do, but hopefully the video, when compared to the way the car sounded initially, will demonstrate how extensive the difference is between the original and the new system. So let's have a listen to how it was before, and then we'll have a listen to how it was when it was done.